Good day. This is Anne of Reinforce Me Club, your fellow positive reinforcer. Today, I'm going to share to you the three hard earned lessons I wish I heard sooner. I wish I heard this when I was younger, as way back teenage life. That would be, I'll be much wiser and maybe a bit rich, abundant, healthy, healthier than today. Most especially, in terms of health. I could have done better mentally when I was younger. But I didn't mean that I was mentally struggling, but how I handled stress way back when I was younger. It's way too different this time, although it's not perfectly done this time, but at least I know what's a great deal. I mean, how to handle it better than before, like 10 years ago. Now, the first hard earned lesson I I have encountered is, in terms of health. I work in the hospital, should I say hospitals, and I've seen different people. I've seen rich people, and then, when they got admitted, when they encounter a some kind of health struggles, they actually become, a real human. You can talk to them. It's easier for you to deal with them. You know, as a nurse, somehow I get an opportunity to at least speak to these people, start a conversation, even care to these people. I'm talking about the rich people, some of the millionaires. Um, it's actually a pleasure, and I realize that although when they go out of the hospital, they are somebody else. They are, who what other people perceive them to be, but at the end of the day, they're just humans. And what I've realized and learned from these people is that, they even tell me the truth that no matter what you do, if your health is compromised, you're still going to end up limited. In other words, health is wealth. Chronic stress, unresolved traumas, anxiety, your body doesn't forget it. You're going to end up with sleep issues, weight gain, weakened immunity that makes you prone to, opportunistic diseases. Even suppressed emotions, can give you headaches, digestive problems, or even chronic pain that you don't even understand. So it's really important to process our emotion in a healthy manner. Even some of our teeny tiny unhealthy habits, which we consider quote unquote teeny tiny, like smoking, drinking alcohol regularly, these unhealthy habits, unhealthy eating, will accumulate over time. If you keep eating cakes and chocolates maybe 3 times a week, or it could be every day, in 1 month, in 6 months, in a year, in 2 years, in 3 years, look, everything accumulates over time. You're gonna get the compound interest, and you're gonna end up with high cholesterol, obesity, even some mental health struggles. And what I've also found out that exercise does help. 100%. Exercise releases stress. That you feel inside your body, including the trauma. It can even help you release your anger, negative energy by just working out, running on the treadmill, or just doing deadlifts heavier and heavier to release the negative energy. Another thing is that good sleep and nutrition, which could be likely undervalued by most of the people because it's just sleep, it's just nutrition. But you know what? I love sleep. I mean, I'm not saying that I love to sleep most of the time in a day. I value sleep a lot. 7 to 8 hours. Although to some people they have higher standards, they want 10 hours, 8 to 10 hours. Some people, owning a business, they're kind of busy. 6 hours is enough for them. But good quality sleep and nutrition help your body uh, repair, the wear and tear that's going on as you age. Help your body recover from, those stressful situations. Good nutrition and good quality sleep. It helps repair your body on a cellular level. Another thing is that mindfulness. Mindfulness, not necessarily meditation. You can even do mindfulness, even just merely going outside your house, walking on a trail, watching, just go outside on the beach side and watch the nature, connect with the nature. It actually helps you regulate your nervous system. Appreciate the now, not the past that that you've went through, that you've gone through, not the stressful past, and not the the future that you're preparing for. You'll be anxious about it. Mindfulness helps you reconnect in the now. Keep your focus in the now. What's going on? And once you bring your senses, your attention in the now, you learn to appreciate what life is. You can interact to your significant others, to your kids, 100% engaged, because you are in the now. You appreciate, you're grateful about what's going on. Your life, you're still alive this time, and you have the opportunity to live and feel how the beauty of what's going on in the world. In other words, taking care of your mind means taking care of your body. If you don't process your stress and negative emotions, your body will do it for you by means of tension, pain, or diseases. So, what I'm trying to say in this saying that health is wealth, another way of saying this, from me, as in summary, is that taking care of, I've already said it, taking care of your mind means taking care of your body. Otherwise, when your body takes everything, if your body is in charge, you're going to make decisions emotionally, which means that your decisions could be, questionable in terms of outcome, and you get easily triggered, and, some your commitments are kind of weak because you are constantly triggered by emotions. And at the end of the day, you're going to end up in tension. So, taking care of your mind means taking care of your body. So, be in charge of your own thoughts. And be in charge of those things, things that you allow into your life. You have to ask yourself, does this issue deserves my time and attention? Otherwise, sometimes walking away, it takes a lot of effort than fighting back. But sometimes walking away from issues, from negative people, toxic people, takes a lot of courage to do that. And that's much effective solution. Another thing that I've learned is that you could actually make your money work for you. Investing. It's not wise this time to save your money because the inflation rate is much higher than the savings interest rate that you can get every year. It's not practical. Well, there are some dividends, which can give you higher than the interest rate every year. So you got to look up to that carefully. Other than that, make your money work for you means the only way for a secure job is to be your own boss. Owning your business with a good leadership among your people, for your people. And another thing is that you could even buy lucrative houses, as part of your investing. And all these things, when you make money work for you, you can even this can even be a way for you to set up your retirement. Once again, your retirement at an early age if you work on this as soon as you can. Lastly, you know, the last but not the least, hard-earned lessons that I've learned in life is that love isn't about your feeling. Love isn't about just your feeling. It's about what you do. This is a kind of I just learned this recently. It finally came to my senses that, I do believe that when you say you love this person, you love your parents, yes, indeed, that is true. But the question is, does the people you said to yourself that you love them, does this people feel that they are being loved by you? Are you putting in efforts? So I'm talking about communication, commitment, and of course, mutual respect, because it's just a matter of time that the passion fades away. You love going out with your friends. This doesn't only apply to romantic relationships, even to your siblings, to your friends, to your your colleagues. But I've mentioned earlier that it's hard to find a best friend in the workplace, and most of the time, majority of the time, you wouldn't. But it's your commitment, your respect, and communication. Having those three things will keep your relationship strong. It's nice to be with people who have the same values as yours, the same mindset. But sometimes you can also learn a lot from people who are different than you. So this is actually one of this top 3 hard-earned lessons that I've realized and summarized today. These things made me go for a long game. Long game in terms of relationship. I want a long-term relationship with this person. So whenever I care about there are some things that you can let it pass, but you have to really address some issues which matters to both of you. Long game in terms of relationship. If you love your friends, you must be willing to take the risk, even to the point of losing them, just to tell them the truth. So, just in case if they committed something bad or something crime. So you must stand up for yourself for the sake of your relationship as a true friend, to tell them the truth, even though they wouldn't like it. And in terms of money in the long game, talking about the long game, so always save for investment, save for your retirement in whichever way which is comfortable for you. I'm not saying that you must start a business, but it's important to really prepare for your retirement, because the system actually set up that whenever we retire, we're going to earn less. But if you know how to invest your money well, you would say that, I wish I have done this at a young age. And lastly, in terms of health, and even to myself, I would say this to myself now, that taking care of my mind means taking care of my body. And I won't let my body be in charge of taking good care of my mind, because it's going to be awful in the end. I'm going to suffer. And I must be in charge to be in the long game, so I can have at least the life that I want. At least, aim for a long life, because we're in the long game now. And since I'm aiming for a long life, I must take care of myself financially, emotionally, and be in charge of whatever happens to my life, even up to the end. And, in terms of relationship, I must make sure that when I say to myself that I love this people, I love this someone, I love this person, I must show it to them consistently every day for the rest of my life. Because some of these people are my parents, and they don't have all the time in the world. So I hope I shared something valuable today. And if you ever love this episode, you can follow me in YouTube, Facebook, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, even in Twitter, X, Reinforce Me Club. By the way, this is Anne, your fellow positive reinforcer. I do appreciate your time and have a lovely day ahead. Reinforce Me Club. Thank you.